Yo, what's up everyone? How we doing? We are back. We're back with something a little different today. I actually just wanted to do an attempt really to start off like doing some vlogs. So I remember I mentioned that to you guys in one of the other episodes. So yeah, this is going to be the first one, and this one's going to be one of the poker ones. So this was something I had an idea that I wanted to do. When I start doing kind of vlogs, I kind of want to split them into two sections, I guess. And I can kind of have two playlists, so I guess I can have episodes of like poker orientated vlogs, and then just general vlogs. The general vlogs will probably more be music related, and those I want to try and incorporate when I go to shows and stuff like that, and yeah, and really make some cool vlogs with that. So I'm going to split them into two, but yeah, this is going to be a poker one, so yeah. I'm looking forward to tonight. For those that have been keeping up to date on like Instagram and stuff, you've probably seen that I've been kind of getting back into poker slowly, bit by bit. And yeah, look, I've just been playing a little bit online here and there. And yeah, I'm at a game tonight, so I'm really looking forward to it. I played a satellite at the casino the other week. Unfortunately ran kings into aces, but it was good to jump back on the felt, especially at the casino. The players and the games there are, yeah, a lot better, a lot harder. The fields are obviously a lot more difficult. So it was good to kind of jump back on the table there and get a feel for it. And, you know, just kind of slowly ease my way back in. Because obviously I haven't been playing often and haven't been studying. So, I mean, my game hasn't improved, obviously. If anything, it's gotten probably a little bit worse than when I was playing professionally. So it's going to kind of be like a step-by-step process, but easing into it's the best thing to do. So it was good to jump back on the table at the casino, and yeah, there was had a few very good tournament players on there, so it was good to kind of yeah, play some tough players and kind of get back in that vibe. But yeah, tonight's going to be chill. We're at a shark poker event, which is a pub game, which is sick. This is a sick event. I saw this on Facebook. A $70 buy-in, 2K first place guaranteed, which is just great value. Great fucking value. There's a $30 add-on. Obviously want to try and avoid using that, so we'll see how we go. But yeah, just great value for a pub tournament, and yeah, big ups to Shark Poker for yeah, getting these games going and building up their prize pools and stuff like that, because that's a hustle to do. So much respect to them. But yeah, I'm looking forward to tonight. It's a great game for value. I am still very comfortable with these pub games, although I do know with these beautiful, you know, valued tournaments in such kind of in easier playing fields, a lot of casino players do come down to these now. So the playing field has gotten a little bit harder, and definitely we'll see some Perth regs here. So yeah, it's going to be interesting. We'll see how we go. Hopefully we get some good tables, and yeah, we can run up a stack. So yeah, this is just the first vlog. Kind of probably just do it like intro with, you know, little bits edits in there, and then I want to try and do some hand analyses, you know, on the breaks or whatever, or whenever I can. Hopefully, if, you know, I'm not eliminated before that, so that'll kind of keep it the juice in the middle, and then pretty much just a cap on, you know, where I finish at the end of the night and how everything went. So that's what these poker vlogs are going to consist of, and yeah, we'll see how we go. So I'll see you guys at the break. Let's real recognize real. So let's just try and keep it real. Yeah. Let me say it how I feel. If I say I'll do it, yeah I will. I think we need to take some time to chill. Yeah. Break it down and rebuild. Yeah. I just gotta take my shot and kill. Yeah, you know I gotta play. Alrighty, what's up guys? Just made it to the first break. Doing pretty well right now. We just finished the break and sitting at 26.4k, I think. So starting stack was 15k. There was a 10k add-on, but that wasn't necessary, so didn't need to do that. So yeah, doing very well right now. Pretty happy with where we're at. I think we're coming back to 500, 1,000 blinds. The thing with these pub tourneys is, yeah, they're pretty much turbo tourneys, so you don't really have much room for deep stacks and whatnot, so whatever. But yeah, I had two interesting hands that I wanted to break down. One not going in my favor, and then the other where I made some money. So blinds are 1-2. I'm in the big blind with Jack 5 off. Under the gun, pretty wild range, just been limping quite a lot of hands. He just limps under the gun. It gets folded around to the small blind. Small blind right now, chip leader, he's pretty much already doubled up. Very, very aggressive. Yeah, very aggressive, very wild with his betting as well. So yeah, quite a wild player. He just elects to call. I check in the big blind. So we go 3-way to the flop. Flop is, what is flop? Flop comes ace, jack, 8, rainbow. Small blind checks. I check, under the gun checks. Turn is the 9 of clubs. So now there's 2 clubs up on there. And small blind decides to lead for 800 into 600 here. Look, betting size for this player just, it was kind of irrelevant. He's been doing like ridiculous bet sizes with nothing and everything, so I didn't really take that into too much consideration. But he's usually leading there with I feel like a lot of bluffs, a lot of draws. So I'm happy to call here and see what under the gun does. Don't really put him on an ace here, seeing as he checked the flop. But yeah, I call, and then under the gun does fold. The river comes another 9. So look, in my head, a pretty good card. Yeah, and this is it. This is where my thinking is. You know, I'm still not fresh with my thought processing. You know, so he leads out 2,000 into what, 2.2, which is pretty much a pot size bet. In this situation, yes, he could be leading. Yeah, he can be leading the turn there with a 9, but I don't know. I still feel like he could check it behind. I mean, you're essentially trying to turn your hand into a bluff, I feel like, with 2 guys behind you and 2 overcards to the board. So I'm at this point, I'm still putting him on a 10 or a busted flush draw, and I feel like most of our time with the wide range of this player, we're usually good with the jack. So I decided to call. Opponent flips over 9-3 offsuit. So yeah, we were wrong in that hand. Yeah, would love to hear anyone's thoughts on that. Like I said, jumping back into the game, you know, I need to freshen up my my hand ranges, my thought processes. So love to hear feedback on that. But yeah, so we lost a little bit in that, but that was fine. We were down to about I think 13K. So fast forward a bit more into the tourney. We aggressive player to the right of me who's chipped up, playing like 90% of his hands, decides to limp, blinds at 3-6. I have ace king under the gun +1. I make it 2,600. Middle position, deep stack decides to flat, and it gets folded around to the under the gun limper who decides to flat as well. So we go 3-way to the flop with a pretty decent pot size. Board comes jack 5-6, all spades, and I have the ace of spades. Now aggressive big stack to the right of me decides to lead out 5,000 into the 6 to 7K pot. Like I said, at this point in time, his range is just so wild. I have the ace of spades. I am pretty confident ace kings are both overcards, both live. Just obviously praying that, you know, the guy behind me hasn't flopped anything or whatnot. So we started the hand with about 20 bigs. I have about 10K behind. Happy to go for it here. It's a good spot. I've got good equity in the hand, and yeah, decided to rip it all in. Guy behind me folds, and small blind calls with 8-9 with a 9 of spades. So that just goes to show how wild his range is and what he's betting. He literally was betting a gutter with a 9, the 9 high spade draw. So river's a 7 of spades, so we took it. We were good with ace high anyway. So yeah, that's picked up some good chips there. So yeah, sitting on 26.4K now. I'm very happy with the table I'm on, and I'm to the left of the chip leader, who's I got a feeling I'll stack him. So we'll see how we go. Going back to 500, 1,000, and yeah, keep you guys updated. Alrighty guys, we made it to the final table. My man here, he's been dealing some serious goods. We're going to the final 9. I'm pretty sure we got the chip lead right now, so yeah, we're in good position here. First place, 2K, top 6 paying, so yeah, let's run it up. And chip lead, guys. We got a fucking beautiful stack coming in the final. 2K up top. Let's run it up. Yeah, we've unfortunately got second in chips to the left of us, which, you know, is not ideal. We're actually sandwiched in between second and third in chips, so it's going to be very interesting. Yeah, really just need to keep it chill. The blinds are so big right now, it just comes down to the right hand range for certain spots, taking into consideration ICM as well with all the short stacks and these 2 big stacks around me. So yeah, it's going to be very interesting, but yeah, looking really good, guys, so let's do it. Alrighty, what's up, guys? We're back at the crib, Just thought I'd have a beer, you know, just celebrate a little. That was fucking, what a way to start off this little mini series that I'm doing, these little poker vlogs. Like, I've literally only played like 2 live games since I've kind of wanted to jump back in and play some poker on the side. One being a satellite, it got called, and then another pub game. Made final table, came 6th, but money was top 3. So this is like the 3rd game that I've played since I kind of wanted to get back into it, and this was the first kind of vlog recap video that I was doing, first tournament, and we ship it, so pretty fucking awesome. So I'm super stoked about that. Yeah, it was just a really fun tournament. Like I said, it was a great value tournament. $70 buy-in, $30 add-on with 2K guaranteed for first. I didn't end up doing the add-on, so I got max value. I ended up chopping with the guy, so we split it $12.50, $17.50. I won the $17.50. Reason being, I came into the heads up with chip lead, but just because there was like 15 minutes left of play, like we were both like 10 big blinds deep, pretty much, and they were going to a chip count in 15 minutes. So even though I had a chip lead on him, like it was pretty much going to be bingo essentially. So yeah, definitely wanted to balance that out with the cash. So yeah, we did that and then got it in like the second hand, got it in with a flush, and yeah, hit it. So yeah, it was super fun, super cool. I've got a few more hands I wanted to discuss. Yeah, just a few interesting spots. So there was this hand was super interesting. This was getting kind of more mid to the, you know, halfway mid-late section of the tourney. Blinds were starting to pick up, people were starting to drop off. I think there was, you know, 30-ish people left or whatnot. So yeah, really important part of these tourneys. So I'm in the big blind with King 2. What are the blinds? Blinds are 2K, 4K. I actually can't remember what kind of stack size I had here, but I think I was sitting reasonable, and reasonable for this tournament. I think I was sitting on like 15 to 20 bigs or something like that. Anyway, it gets folded to the button, who's chip leader, not a strong player, and not too worried about. He just limps on the button. Small blind just limps, and I check with King 2. Board comes Jack forward 2, rainbow. Small blind checks. I decided to lead here, just to take control of the pot, and just see where I'm at with both players. The button decides to call, and small blind folds. The turn was a 5 of spades, which I think was a really good card for me. I think if a card like that didn't come, then it would have been a bit of a different story on the turn. But it was just a 5 of spades there, just really kind of hits my range, I feel like, a lot more than his. So I decided to double barrel there. I think I let out 8.5 or whatever, and this is where I got a live tell off him. And this would have been a very, very different situation going into the river if I didn't have this live tell. And he was time banking it real yeah, he time banked the hand and was just super close to folding. Like he was literally, he did not hide that away. Like it was so obvious. Like he was literally about to fold, and then quickly kind of called in the last 3 seconds of the dealer counting it down. And then the river was just perfect once again for my range, and it was just a 7. It was bricked out, no spade, and I just decided to triple barrel there, just knowing that he just didn't have much. He seemed super weak. Once again, I didn't really, I can't really go over the thought process of what I'm putting his range on, and that's where I'm making a few mistakes here and there, not taking into consideration everything in the hand, like their hand range, why I'm betting, what I'm trying to represent. But I was kind of more just going for, what I thought was in my range and following through with it. And then I got the live tail on the turn, so I barreled on the river and he snap folded. So that was a big hand about that midway through the tournament. That really helped us out and boosted our stacks up. Yeah, that was probably the last hand that I had written down. That was a very interesting hand. But I'll tell you what, we had 2 huge suck outs. So not only do I think I played very well, I definitely got super lucky in 2 spots. Very lucky, which has to happen. This is how variance works. And I think the first one was, if you saw on my Instagram, I ripped in ace queen, got called by 8s. Flop comes queen 8-3, 2 clubs. I have the ace of clubs, and I'm just oh wow, damn, already standing up and everything. Club on the turn, I'm boom, club on the river. So sucked out on him. That put me in a good spot. And then final 2 tables, I was sitting very pretty. Well, not very pretty in terms of in terms of average stack, I was doing very pretty, and I had a good table presence, and I got my 3s in against 10s, and same thing, I literally got run around a flush and knocked her out. So yeah, got super lucky in those 2 spots to keep me in the game, and then it was the thing with these pub tournaments. When you get to certain situations like this, it is just so nice because the tables were just so easy. And I'm not trying to say that in a hell cocky way. I'm not that good. I've still got so much to learn, but at these pub tourneys, it's just so different when you're playing these players as opposed to, professionals and stuff like that who know when to put pressure on and just know how to read situations so much better. So it was just super casual. I didn't have anyone that was, putting pressure on me or whatnot in the final 2 tables, which just worked out in my benefit and just allowed me to just literally dominate from 16 people left onwards. It was just just picking spots and just going with the flow, and obviously got very lucky with that hand, and that paved the way. And then just put me in a good position going into the final table. And then final table just couldn't have been any cleaner. I had the chip leader to the left of me, second in chips to the left of me, and I was a bit nervy about that. And he was literally just a rock, didn't play any hands, and I couldn't believe it. It got to the point where I was surely he's gonna defend, and he just wasn't even defending anything. So he ended up coming 3rd, but he had a solid stack, only a little bit less than me when I came to the final table. And he just folded his way to it. It was just, it was crazy. So, shit like that just would never happen if I was playing at the casino and playing against, really good players. That's the benefit of, playing these games. The downfall of these is the structures and the hyper turbo, pretty much, because they all have to finish before 12. So, yeah. But, yeah. That's pretty much that. Super awesome. What a fucking start to the little vlog series. Hope you guys like it. Let us know. Anything you guys want to hear or see differently, any ideas you have, whatnot. And I'm definitely going to have a few beers, edit up this, and get it up tomorrow. So,
but she told me she never popped a pill. I should never trust her. Fuck it, she's a hottie and I love